Hello, all you delightful beings out there, and welcome to the stream. I am Razim, and this is Lost in Chaos Scar. This is our side campaign being run with our custom Scar system, or stories and creatures in alternate realities. This was Squirrel's Adventures, being exploring Squirrel's time away from the main group. That part of the story is finished, but now we are in some what-if scenarios. Exploring what if we had gone a different route before Squirrel rejoined the main group. This is What If number 12, Fog Forewarnings. And we shall begin, as we usually do, with introductions, beginning with Enja.
Hello and good day. I'm your storyteller for this evening, Enja Lumerias. I play the allies, I play the enemies, and I orchestrate all manner of events that will be befalling the players today. But for now, I shall pass it over to Aquarelle.
Hello, y'all. My name is IDDoThings, or Ido if you prefer, and I'll be playing Aquarelle, the Water Darky Human Samurai. On to you, Raharu.
Hello, everybody. I'm Raharu, and I'll be playing Elvaroda, or Elba for short, the water ground type Quagsire. On to you, Gimund.
Hi, I'm Gimund, and I'm playing Pyroclast, sometimes dark, sometimes ghost, fire, Charmeleon. In this one, he is currently ghost fire. On to the squirrel. So hash browns.
I am Razim, and I am playing as Squirrel, the dragon fighting type Riolu, and embodiment of ADHD. Go ahead, Verdant.
Hello, I'm Drunk Dragonair, and I will be playing Verdant, the fire psychic Charizard that is sometimes dragon and currently unconscious after getting Mega Evolved and forcing it to stay and apparently reopening a very old ripped throat issue. Yes.
Thumbs up.
Haha, I'm in danger.
Well, that took no time.
Gimund _ tipped $15, tradition.
Thank you so very much for that tip, Gimund. And Raijin. And Raharu. As I go to update the goal, and it's just like, oh, and there's another, and there's another, and there's another, and I know.
Raharu 95 tipped $15, tips from Quagapedia.
Wikipedia.
And Dara. Oh, well, that's the tip goal fully completed.
We tipped $15, noited it.
Damn.
A generous bestowal.
Even more!
Oh, yeah, these all came in. It's just taking...
$20, a traditional tips Rax heart.
It's just going through all the notifications. So I'm just waiting for them all to finish because y'all just spammed them at once. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Alright.
You're welcome.
A generous bestowal.
Drunk _ dragon _ era tipped $15. Don, T leave me out of tradition.
Alright, I think that's all of them. The tip goal's fully completed already. Thank you.
With a little spillover.
With a little spillover, yes. Thank you so much for the support, all of you, though. It means so much. Thank you. And, now we'll go ahead and move to, recap. Any volunteers?
Nope.
Well then. An interesting choice. as this game usually doesn't have pauses, so everyone should remember.
I remember enough to attempt to pretend like I might know what's going on here.
Go for it.
So if
Oh.
I recall correctly, we started last session out by, starting to discuss what the heck are we going to do next, and I believe Aquarelle finally got his weapons back.
Yep.
Shortly into the early campaign after speaking with our lovely hostess. After which, we had another interesting Noah encounter where we got to describe to Noah. Well, we had to do adult conversations again with him because now that he's starting to come to, he seems to be having a lot of questions about morality and forgiveness and people and the right and wrong thing to do, which somehow led into a certain Charmander getting evolved into a Charizard for the first time, kind of rather suddenly and forcefully by Noah. Which led to a certain Verdant getting Mega evolved into a Charizard, I believe X.
That is correct.
And then being a stubborn git and forcing himself to remain a Mega evolved Charizard after Noah's influence that was done, ultimately tearing open a wound in his throat and somehow apparently spawning a Mega Stone. And then falling unconscious, which ended up followed by surprise surgery. She laughed at his jokes while he was in severe pain. Then I kind of don't remember what you guys did afterwards.
Well, they dragged him inside, for starters, and put him in the pillow room where he is going to be recovering for quite the while. Though that may not be the case anymore.
Oh.
Burn dragons.
Oh, I see. That's the freaking tip goal. Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm not going to be unconscious for 3 sessions. Just 2.
All things considered, you might just get up.
And yeah, and after Verdant fell unconscious, Pyroclast and Edge had a bit of a conversation regarding Pyroclast's past, which ended up making Pyroclast spawn his boy parasite, which Elva quickly took care of with a skull.
Yeah, because Edge was running at 30% mental capacity.
Yeah. We forgot to mention that Edge got himself impaled into Shia's door while being drunk.
Yeah, because Pyroclast thought, okay, I need to get him outside. What's the best way to do that? Oh, I know. Hash browns, come here.
And yeah, the session just ended with Elba and Pyroclast discussing a bunch of stuff regarding Pyroclast's role and the circumstances of him being here with Edge.
Yeah, and I believe.
And we kind of made a bit of a grim realization that if Alex is indeed in this role, hopefully he has been taking care of his boy parasite.
Yeah. That's definitely on one of the agendas now.
That's it.
And I believe we were going to tell Shia what happened.
Yes.
I think we also ended off, because Aquarelle was still expressing concern about how much time they had left. She told Noah to keep an eye out for anyone that was heading their direction, and if they weren't being reasonable and not coming, and Noah was permitted to, he'll be quote unquote lethal if need be.
Those blades are now much more liable to be lethal, yes. As with that plating, they are not natural weapons any longer. They are weapons.
Yeah.
Are they weapony weapons that are kind of weapony?
Yes. And all things considered, I'm wondering if they're medium weapons or if they're heavy weapons.
He's dual wielding, right?
Yeah, so I'd say medium would probably be appropriate.
I think. Yep, they have to be medium. They can't be heavy.
Understandable. I was aware that there was two of them, but
Yeah, if he's dual wielding, light weapons can be dual wielded. I think medium weapons can be dual wielded with the feet, if I recall correctly.
That is the way we plan to do it.
he's definitely
Yes.
a swordsman.
Yes.
All right.
Danger sticks.
My plans with Squirrel's weapons is that they're going to be classified as light, and have the stats and such to go with it, though for them being light weapons. But for roleplay purposes, I kind of want them to just be really heavy to everybody other than fighting types.
Understandable.
It's okay. I still gotta.
Very difficult to wield, require an enormous amount of power.
I need to stat out Verdant's tail bands. Those are technically a weapon. Eventually. Hey, Scroll, do you know what we need to do?
What?
We need to add impact weights to your axe.
Ooh. Could probably do that pretty easily with the one that's paired with the hammer.
Or do the smart thing and don't listen to me.
But yes, until further notice, Aquarelle, you now have Masterwork Medium dual blades.
Okay, we'll be making note of that. Can you repeat that? Masterwork.
Medium. And you have two blades.
Okay. All right, noted.
Marvelous. Ah, yes, I remember. Noah was also being bothersome during the surgery and wanted to put other mouths on Verdant
I
because
remember
he
that.
misunderstood the neck opening as a problem. Needed to be talked down in a real hurry. So, with that being the case, who shall take the scene from here? Or rather, any volunteers before I just pick someone?
Guess we can continue with Aquarelle. No, he's
Fair
probably
enough.
if we're still going off the same day, he's likely still in the room with, in the pillow room with Shia and Verdant, and I assume Squirrel as well.
Yep. As Shia is certainly monitoring Verdant's very sudden and grievous injury, because I will remind you that the flames were so intense that they have effectively burned away the old scarred tissues, leading to basically resetting the wound to its original state.
We've got some fan
Oh
art
no.
Oh no.
from Ido. I
Thanks,
broke my
Ido.
neck again, and all I got was this stupid stone.
That's not incorrect, I guess.
I guess.
Thanks to Wolfscribe for the idea. Okay, carry on. So I guess at this point, Aquarelle, once he sees that Verdant is stable, he's more or less going to turn to Shia and ask, "So, what do you reckon we do from here? Any off chance they decide to come back?"
Well, usually we can tell when someone's approaching. You guys were a little bit of a special case as the warning came, but you were kind of already here.
Yeah, Aquarelle's just gonna blink and then remember the teleport or incident. Yeah, that. Oh, well, if we can tell when they're approaching, what do we do?
Well, let's see. I guess it depends on how much they know this place. Ideally, there are other places to hide. There is also the storeroom, because technically, the basement was an addition that was made and can be hidden. I'd prefer not to have confrontations, and hopefully we can avoid that. But if such needs to be, I will kindly but firmly ask them to reconsider. And if they do not, well, I suppose it's out of my hands. To
Understandable.
maintain. Yes, I will certainly not be keeping the peace, so to say. Not when I greatly disagree with their actions.
Yeah, Aquarelle has an expression on his face that basically is showing that he can tell she's putting it lightly. But he also along understanding that preferably a confrontation ends the no confrontation is the best as course of action, but he's absolutely ready to fight if it need be.
Oh boy.
Well, any input from anybody else? Verdant, are you still out of it?
The silence.
So, the surgery stuff went off well. Right?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm guessing Verdant is currently recovering? Or is he, like, put under, or...
Unfortunately, she doesn't have all that much in the way of medicine. She just had a trauma kit, so he is, addled with painkillers, but he is conscious.
Drooling.
Well, we did. I did it. Like I remember in the last session, I gave Burden I shook a sleep seed on him. So unless that has gone off, he should be sleeping.
Oh yeah, you did do
No.
that.
No, Aquarelle slapped him awake. Like after they went into the room, blanket room.
Why
Oh,
would you do that?
Ow.
well, I guess that woke him up.
There's no electric tape in this party, though.
I'm beginning to be very glad there is an electric type in this party because I have a feeling that would have been about the 12th time that happened to me.
If only Wade was here. So is Burden asleep, or is he awake and delirious?
Probably awake and delirious. Even more so if somebody let him have his liquor.
I don't think you're allowed to have liquor with a broken neck at the moment.
Yeah, I think either
Sad
she or
Charizard
Aquarelle
face.
would have either she or Aquarelle would probably intervene.
Sad Charizard face. Pleading. It hurts so much.
Shouldn't we just let him sleep? Squirrel's kind of pacing back and forth nervously.
She is going to chuckle and say, like, well, that's kind of the thing. As you might be aware, dragon types have their quirks, and one of those quirks is being stubborn. If he doesn't want to sleep, then I don't know if we can make him sleep.
I do not have any more sleep seeds. I will have to go into the dungeon in the hopes of finding one.
A piece of paper floats up that reads out, I was asleep, then I got slapped. In very tiny lettering.
Wait, doesn't the warehouse, wouldn't that have some stuff? Some of those? The sleep, the seed stuff.
Sleep seeds. Maybe the warehouse would have some. Sure, we could ask them.
Squirrel is running out the door.
Oh no, I need to. Pyroclast is chasing off after him.
Yeah, Verdant's not getting up. He's just going to stay here.
I feel like I should go after them as well. Perhaps it'd be wise if you stayed here, Alpha, in case anything happened.
Sure thing. I could have stopped him, but I didn't want him to get angry at me. So yeah, just go and catch up to him.
Yeah, and
Squirrel
I'll
is-
leave as well.
Squirrel is running top speed towards the village warehouse.
Well, at least we have an idea of where he would go.
Should we roll to try and keep up?
What role would that be?
I think that would be body athletics force. That makes the most sense to me, at least.
Oh. Oh,
Oh, there might be some hope.
yay. 4.
Oops. That was too many. And that was the wrong dice. Dang it.
There was 2 10s there.
Yeah.
Nice.
And 7 from Aquarelle.
Remind me what we're rolling for again?
Keeping up with Squirrel.
Ah, yes. Not an issue.
I don't know. He is running full sprint. And his land speed is 35.
Mean.
Well, he's worried about Verdant. He is driven by passion and concern.
Hey, slow down.
And he also has the energy of ADHD.
He could also forget halfway there and then need a moment to remember.
This is true.
Keep in
Except
mind,
he's
Aquarelle
probably
does have lots of
hyperfixated.
experience with Noah. My argument is Aquarelle has lots of experience from Noah.
Well, yeah,
Oh,
but Noah
definitely.
more often just teleports.
Which
Aquarelle
is
still,
faster.
Aquarelle still needs to run fast to try and see where the hell he went.
Verdant just rolled over and went back to sleep now that all the people are gone out of the room.
Squirrel's running for a sleep seed to help, and Verdant doesn't even need it.
Pretty sure Aquarelle just slapped him because Verdant did a dumb thing from his perspective.
Aquarelle's just gonna slap him and then throw the sleep seed at him.
Oh, I see. So it's just going to be mean to the Dragon Knight. Got it.
Yes, apparently.
Hey, Squirrel's not being mean, he's trying to help.
Oh, not you.
No, I'm saying I think that's the reason Aquarelle slapped him in the first place, because he thought Verdant did something dumb. I'm breaking his neck again.
Verdant did do something dumb, but he also didn't know that he was going to break his own neck again. But he was also asleep after surgery, so ow.
Elba is coming towards Verdant and just ask him anything I can do when he comes to help you fall asleep right now.
Verdant writes out, "I'm not allowed to have alcohol." Sad face.
I am very sorry, but yes.
Verdant writes out, "I'm used to being in pain. It's fine.
Hmm.
I have done many dumb things. This is not the highest dumb thing yet."
Hmm. The only thing Unfortunately, I'm not really that um, uh, big of a medic, and there's no really we don't really have any materials or medicine around either way. The only thing I can think of is to just give you a hug, because quagsire hugs are very comely, or so they say.
Brennan writes out, I don't think there's any medics or medical professionals anywhere near here.
Elba nods.
Having no clue what happened. Brennan writes out, it's fine. I'll get to sleep. Everybody left.
Okay.
They'll wake me up when they come back. Then they'll slap me at the sleep seed. This is normal behavior from party members. I am used to this.
I would prefer we don't have to do that. I'd like you to be able to rest of your own volition.
Verdant writes out, have you've traveled with party members, yes?
Well, yes. And there are times where I've had to get a little heavy-handed, but usually I was able to negotiate for other people. You might get the impression that she was the party mediator.
Elba's just going to say, don't worry about it too much. Scroll just ended up doing a quick decision on impulse because he's worried about you. Once he comes back, I'll explain to you that you don't actually need the sleep seed.
Brennan writes out, it's okay if he uses it and wakes me up. He is a child. I think.
He might as well be with when he doesn't have that many memories.
Let him think he's helping.
Okay.
Let him
Fair
have
enough.
little victories.
Help! Slow down!
The Verta
Go
writes out,
together.
sorry, Shia.
He runs faster.
Oh, that's the opposite!
I think at some point Aquarelle is just going to have to pick up a very exhausted Pyroclast off the ground and just carry him.
Yeah.
My. Pyro, are you quite alright?
Who said that?
Probably she just like being concerned for everyone. Mostly Verdant, but that doesn't retract her concern from the others.
But they're not there. They're not here unless they already came back.
Yeah,
They went.
Aquarelle and Pyroclast are following Squirrel to the storage room.
Yeah, they were running after Squirrel, and Elba stay behind.
Yes, never mind then. Well, you were already allowed inside once, so they're not going to obstruct you. But they are going to be a bit confused. As to why a trio seems to be jogging over.
Squirrel comes rushing in. Aquarelle is probably the only one who's jogging. And Pyroclast is just crawling behind.
Yeah, once we get to the warehouse, he's just going to shadow sneak back onto Aquarelle's back and just lie there.
So Squirrel's bursting into the warehouse. I need medicine!
Wait, medicine?
Yes.
What kind of medicine?
Sleep stuff and maybe pain stuff and what was the other stuff? Antibiotics, that would probably be good. Bandages, and, yeah, that stuff. Hurry!
Hold on. Well, we've got berries.
Oh, never
Would you
mind, I'll
like-
do it myself. And he's starting to run through the warehouse trying to find everything that he wants himself.
I
Now
imagine
here's the
Aquarelle
question. Does
gets in.
Squirrel know what he wants to find?
No. He is basically
Uh,
grabbing anything that looks like it might be helpful.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
I had a feeling that I had a feeling that was the case.
Yeah. Now
Because-
Aquarelle was just as going with Squirrel to accompany him. So now he has
Because
to
I will
as-
remind you that inside the warehouse are items from the dungeons. Processed items are different, such as Orin bandages or herbal remedies, which are I will inform you on. I forget when the last time you might have checked the Scar Lost in Chaos items document, but there have been some additions.
Ooh.
I have now added separate healing specific items that have been processed. Ergo, non-dungeon made healing items,
Wow.
as those do exist. The dungeon doesn't do literally everything. It just has a lot of things and materials. However, this doesn't mean that there's nothing for you to find, but there's so many berries, all of varying colors and sizes, and seeds in different sizes and varying shades of yellow. I might just roll a few times to see what squirrel ends up in his hands with.
Go for it.
Elba is going to have to do a lot of appraisal once the Squirrel is back.
I
All
mean,
right.
Aquarelle and Pyroclast are just probably right at the front desk as he runs off.
No, Pyroclast is still draped over Aquarelle's back. I am not a runner.
I know that.
I'm a walker.
Now, would a valuable item also be considered medicine, mayhaps?
No. Squirrel
Okay.
is hyperfixated right now on medicine.
Okay. Then,
That said,
how many things
know.
would you try to grab?
as many as his cape can hold. And his arms. And a good variety of them because he doesn't know what all would be helpful and wouldn't be helpful, so it's not like he's just going to the Oranberry shelf and grabbing all of them. He'll grab a few of them and then move on.
Understandable. Then, I'm gonna need something a little bit more definitive than that, dice.
Oh, for
Another
a second
50.
there, I thought you were asking me to be more definitive. I'm like, that's
No,
kind
no,
of
no.
against what he's doing here.
Alright, let's see. So,
Aquarelle's probably gonna see Squirrel just running around grabbing stuff. He's gonna sigh and just plop himself directly in front of the door so he can get a good look at whatever Squirrel grabbed to see if it would actually help.
I'm just imagining that you don't see him move from one spot to the next. It's just suddenly he's here, then he's over there, then he's over there, then he's over there, then he's over there.
Yep, Aquarelle's eyes just dart across the room a few times as he just shakes his head.
man. Is it just me, or am I seeing 30 squirrels?
Squirrel learn double team.
Maybe I should teach him it.
Somewhere in the distance, you hear a distant no.
None shall see me, though my battle cry may give me away.
All right, so the end result of the frantic grabbing
We have some
Is-
influence.
And this is how Verdant lost his voice after just getting it back.
apparently you really want to get some dressings on that.
I approve. So, what's stuck on his horns?
None shall see me, though my battle cry may give me away.
Oh boy.
Oh, what is going on?
Now you guys get to know what you put out there and make others endure.
Well,
Oh,
there's
no, I don't
another
like that one.
influence.
Gonna assume what's in the fantasy grounds chat is what Squirrel currently has.
Okay. Alright, I guess there's something stuck to both your heads. But I will resolve this first, as this is an amount of rolling. Da, da, da. 8, 9. Wow.
Wow.
I think Enja's having fun rolling dice.
Well, I am putting the results in chat. And lastly, juicy. One Wonder Orb.
I'm assuming Squirrel is grabbing the scarves as assuming they're they could be used as bandage or something.
Yes. At least that's what
Well,
I'm
they're just-
thinking, yeah.
While they're just waiting near the entrance, Aquarelle's just gonna turn to the receptionist and ask them if they know if there's like a medicine in or like general store for medicine nearby.
Yes, that would be in town over that ways.
Isn't a Persim scarf the one that prevents sleep?
No.
No,
Person prevents confusion.
Oh, that's right. I was like, it would be so ironic if he's like, we need to help him sleep. Here, have this bandage. And now he can no longer sleep the pain away.
Your ability has changed to insomnia. You say as you try to feed him 2 watermelons.
Excellent.
Go to sleep! 2 watermelons with an injured throat!
I will
Shoving
say
the whole thing!
he is also grabbing some food as well. Because it is Verdant, and he knows Verdant likes to eat a lot.
Oh my word. Well, isn't that just... Alright, fair enough. Congratulations, one of the seeds you grabbed at random is a sleep seed.
Hooray!
I like how he grabbed both the decoy and the target.
Excellent.
He's like, I can't be bothered to tell which is which. I'll take both.
Alright, those are the items that Squirrel grabbed in his hands along with anonymous foods.
Okay, as Squirrel's making his way to the exit, I assume Aquarelle's just gonna gently hold out a claw to stop him just to asking if he could get a good look at what he's grabbed.
Hey, no, we gotta hurry! Oh, welcome back.
Oh.
Wait, no, we
Thank
gotta hurry and get this back. What are you doing? Let me go.
There does seem to be something on each of your horns. The horn of Aquarelle's helmet and Squirrel's horn.
What's on Aquarelle's horn? And how did it get there? Did the squirrel run past him at some point?
He might have. Aquarelle, on your horn is an energy root. You know what this is.
Yeah, Aquarelle will take it off, examine it.
Alright, this is an extremely bitter herb that heals 20 HP. It takes time to consume, however, you do not have to eat all of it at once, as the energy gained is proportional to how much of the root is eaten. So it is one of the few healing items that you can, well, use over a period of time and just take as much as is needed. However, it is bitter. It is so bitter. It is bitter.
Like his soul. Okay. Aquarelle will just turn to the receptionist and ask if he could take it.
Yes, that's fine. Because they don't remember putting those in this place. That is not a dungeon item. Squirrel, on your horn is a... Well...
Apparently a Danica. He has found a rat.
Shrieking a Kodanika raided my stream with 6
Or Ratata.
views.
Hello, Danica. How are you? How was your stream? Welcome in, everybody. You guys have come into the start of our Lost in Chaos Scar campaign, where my character is currently is currently in a warehouse trying to grab as much medicine as he can, or at least what he thinks is medicine. Oh, you were doing tabletop as well? Very nice. I hope you had a fantastic time with it. And again, thank you so much for sharing your community with me. I really appreciate it. Welcome in, everybody. We do lots of stuff, lots of games, lots of Guild Wars 2, Factorio and Cosmeteer lately. Otherwise, we've got our tabletop games throughout the week. We've got Pathfinder, multiple Pokemon games, a Digimon game. And then we've got artists that also come and join us throughout the week doing art live here on stream. So do hit that follow button, everyone, and come join us again. And for those already here, go check out Danica. They do a lot of Escape from Tarkov and have started recently doing tabletop themselves. So definitely go check that out. You just fought a lich, so you had a great time? Nice. Oh, but you watched a party member die while you were trying to detect magic and make sure the room was safe. Not so nice. But yeah, thank you so much for joining, and yeah, thanks for sharing your community. I'll be in the chat from here. So what is actually on his horns? Unless there actually is just a Rattata stuck to his horns.
No,
clinging on for dear life.
In keeping with the wishes, you have a leaf that seems to be of a color. You cannot decipher this item as you have never seen it before.
Can
Squirrel?
Aquarelle
Yes,
examine it?
Aquarelle could.
Do I need to roll, or is it something he knows automatically?
It's probably something that you've seen before. It's a useful herb. It's a power herb. A power herb lets you use a charged move instantly.
Aquarelle I'll remove it for a scroll so he can see it and explain what it is.
My god. Combat medicine. Wait.
Oh, this could help him have the strength to recover faster. And now scrolls back to trying to rush out of the warehouse.
Aquarelle's still standing in front of the door.
Good luck to you too.
Is there a window, Enja?
There is not a window. But you could try, should you feel so determined, to smash through a wall.
It's just a scroll-shaped hole in the wall. No, Squirrel's not that desperate.
Aquarelle will just say, let me look at what you've got and see how Elwell can help. Remember, Shia and Elva are still there, are taking care of him.
But we gotta hurry, but okay, hurry, faster, come on. Can we go now? Are we ready? Can we go? Is this good? Do we got enough? Come on, hurry.
Remember to breathe.
Move. Come on, we gotta go. We gotta go.
As Aquarelle's putting a lot of mental strain and just looking over what Squirrel has, as he'll probably see a citrus berry and the sleep seed and just let Squirrel go.
Some of these could be useful. Now, the problem is if he tries to use all these items.
Aquarelle will probably just take the citrus berry and the sleep seed, hold it out to Squirrel. No, these will help.
Because you know that wonder orbs do not work outside of dungeons.
Which is probably a good thing, because I don't reckon a blowback orb would be wise is on Verdant right now.
Correct. Which is, all things considered, quite fortunate, really. Unless Squirrel tries to make him eat it. Which is not an impossibility.
I don't know what the effects of a Wonder Orb on the inside of Verdant would be. Is the inside of Verdant considered to be a dungeon?
However, it's a large orb being pushed down your throat, probably without chewing, while you have a hole in your neck.
Probably not a good thing.
Yeah, not a good thing. Aquarelle will probably take the sleep seed in the citrus berry and hold this out to Squirrel. Well, see. These might be the most helpful. I don't really know why you grabbed that orb there. I'm not,
It looked
not
like
really
it would
sure
be
what-
helpful. It kind of looked like the stone that he had, kinda.
The squirrel, Dr. Squirrel, I was prescribing shinies, I take it.
I figured that if we, since that one thing popped out, maybe it was, like, depleted or something. And so if we put this back in, maybe it'll help.
Maybe sticking more stuff in his throat is not ideal.
Aquarelle, let's make a note to get him like an item guide or something later.
Do you think you can survive? I have the way back to him while I make a quick trip to the store.
Yes!
An
Let me
idiot
go! Let me
guide
go!
to
Let me go!
healing items.
Sorry, what was that, Era?
It's a dummy's guide, an idiot's guide to healing items.
The difficulty isn't so much teaching him as it is getting him to just pay attention.
Yeah.
We can only do so much for Squirrel. I'm sorry.
Hey, Pyro, Aquarelle is going to place ACU on Squirrel.
Oh no, please no.
Algarops, they said there's some other medicine in around here that can be bought. And if I go, buy some to help. Oh, will you be a little careful on how you apply some of the stuff you've gotten? Ergo, let Chia or Elva tell you what they do.
Okay, I'll do that. Can I go, please? We gotta
Before
get it
you
back.
try using them on Verdant.
Yes, I'll wait for them, let them do it. Can I go, please?
Okay, can you take Pyroclast back with you?
Squirrel will
Why do I
grab
have a bad
Pyroclast by
feeling?
the horn and start running.
Whoa.
Aquarelle will step out of the way as there's probably now a silhouette of dotted outline of Riolu.
Yes.
And a Charmeleon. And this Aquarelle just turns back to the receptionist and asks him to point him in the direction of the store so he could get
Alright.
some
They'll
appropriate.
point him back in the direction.
Okay, Aquarelle's just gonna go to the closest listen and see if he can find any or impaired bandages, because he feels that probably would be the most helpful for that situation.
Well, there is a superior version, the citrus bandage.
Okay, he might go for that instead, given the severity of the wound. And he's gonna look for an item guide for Squirrel, because it's good god. Does he see anything else worth taking? And while he's doing some shopping.
Nothing that might be explicitly helpful, as he's not really suffering from a status ailment.
Yeah, then Aquarelle will probably just take the bandages and the item guide for later. And then he'll just make his way back to the Shia's place.
As he hears Pyroclast screaming in the distance.
You just needed someone to go back with Squirrel.
But the Oran bandage provides 3 HP for 5 turns, whereas the citrus bandage provides 5 HP for 8 turns. But both do accelerate the true healing process, but citrus is definitely more potent.
Okay. Well, if nothing else, Sakura will grab a few. He'll packs, rolls, whatever. And
Rolls.
I'll say he grabs
Don't teach my hamster to suck eggs.
Oh no.
wow.
Run,
roll.
run, Pyroclast, run.
He'll grab 2
Oh.
rolls.
At some point, he is just going to shadow sneak out of the grasp and just start running behind him.
Actually, Alcor will pause as his turn back in and grab some more, grab an orange bandage for Pyroclast likely.
Oh my
And
God.
then they'll leave.
I know who you're referring there, Raijin.
Item guide also.
I'm worried.
I don't know this one.
It is a Wheel of Time reference.
Oh, I haven't partaken of that series.
Oh boy.
Basically, it's a, I guess the way to describe it would be kind of like, the Legends of Hercules or the Odyssey, that kind of idea, except Wheel of Time world.
Okay. Just one long, sprawling quest.
Basically, yeah. Though, if I recall, the person was actually real in that, and not a fictional story, but it was somewhat embellished.
Yes.
Correct me if I'm wrong on that, Raijin. That's just what I remember.
So sure. You will be able to procure an item guide, along with an additional book that they just happen to have around in the warehouse, or that they happen to have in the store, that not many people seem all that interested in, and then they've got a few copies. Sure, just take it. It's free. It's on the house.
It's just the item guide, or you said an additional book?
It is an additional book along with the item guide. This seems like a fiction, probably.
Yeah, maybe Elva will want it. Aquarelle will just take it if they give it to him.
They do. It's free.
Yeah, it was kind of along the lines of like Robin Hood, Hercules, etc. Except the person was actually real. Just the stories were... Yeah, in that setting. But the person, it was embellished a bit.
Thumbs up.
Was the additional book the influence?
Yes.
Well, Aquarelle will take it and leave.
Alright, I assume Squirrel and Pyro get back first. Squirrel
Yeah.
carrying just a load of items with him.
Pyroclast is basically crawling to the door at that point.
Oh no. Pyroclast is practically flying behind Squirrel. By his horn.
He shadow sneaked out of it.
Oh, okay. Squirrel's so hyper-fixated that he doesn't even bring his arm back up or realize that Pyroclast's not there. So he bursts into the house. Okay, I got all this stuff and I got a Wait, where's Pyroclast? Oh god, I lost Pyroclast! Here, I'll be right back. And then he runs back out to go find Pyroclast.
Well, you guys have a chance to see what he dropped.
Yeah, he literally just throws everything on the floor in front of Elva, Shia, and just runs right back out.
Elba just blinks. Okay, this was actually what I was expecting.
Verdant just cracks an eye and holds up a piece of paper and says they got separated, didn't they?
Yes.
Verdant just kind of smirks and then closes his eyes again.
Elba's gonna go ahead and just look through all the items. Tech band, power band, patches scarf. What does the patches scarf do?
The patch scarf prevents you from gaining poison.
Right.
It does not do a lot if you are already poisoned and then you put it on, however. It is a preventative item.
Do you have a link to your item list?
I do.
Okay, can you send it to me real quick?
I'll share it again, but yes.
I think
Thank
it's
you.
pinned, actually. Isn't it?
Yeah, it's pinned and lost in chaos.
Oh, there we go. Lost in chaos items.
Yep. I figured it'd be useful.
Pessims. A pessim scarf. That prevents confusion. What millberries?
Verdant holds up a sign that says, I don't think I'm allowed to eat either, sadly.
What does the what millberries do? It's not in the item. Oh, wait. I'm in the wrong tab.
Yes, you are. There are many tabs.
I just noticed that. So one moment.
I'm trying to keep this thing organized.
Oh, this is actually very good.
Thank you.
That cures desiccated. Oh, hey, he actually brought a sleep seed.
Yes, he did. Against all odds. The decoy seed is questionable, but okay.
Well,
I mean,
why is he
considering
going back
decoy.
I will say, considering people keep wanting to slap Verdant awake, that decoy seed could be very useful.
Actually, decoy seeds protect against theft moves.
Oh, right. It's been a while since I last played a mystery dungeon game.
Fair enough.
Actually, I do.
And those were an item I never bothered carrying.
Yeah. Actually, I do believe that when we were in a dungeon, we actually ended up finding a decoy seed, and Elva gave it to Squirrel.
Yes.
But yeah, but Squirrel was in a rush and just trying to grab what he thought might be useful.
Yeah, I know. Oh, hey. Another Wonder Orb. We needed to replace the one that we used for the dungeon.
Verdant writes out, did they go to get medicine or did they just go grocery shopping?
I think Squirrel just went to. I get the feeling that Squirrel just went to the to the storage and just grabbed anything that he could to that he could see that could be helpful. He doesn't know what these things do. He just wanted to help.
Well, it's a little unorthodox, but I suppose we could use the scarves as wrapping.
As long as none of them prevent sleep, that will be good. And I don't think any of them do, thankfully.
Well, technically, the only thing that would prevent sleep is our actual goggles, so the insomnoscope. And I think Scroll would really would have to not be paying good attention to grab that.
I just had a headcanon where Verdant's neighbors are sitting outside with poke flutes one day. They're trying to learn to be Zen.
For those that don't know, poke flutes wake up Pokemon, notably Snorlax.
It is the best key item in all the Pokemon games that everybody forgets they have, and then they end up sitting there letting their Pokemon sleep for like 5 turns when they got a poke flute in their bag.
Some people actually don't know that you can actually use the poke flute to cure sleep.
Surprise!
Oh, it's also... I know in my case I knew that, but I would also oftentimes be sitting there like, okay, let's just try and see if they'll wake up naturally and use a move, instead of using an item and guaranteeing they're not going to use a move. Most of the time it was somewhat okay.
In the later games, you can use it against enemy Pokemon as well. So if they use sleep and then when they put themselves to sleep and use moves like Snore and stuff like that, you can wake them up.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
Interesting.
Yeah, I guess I guess in that sense the Pokemon will be more useful in Generation 1 when when you woke up you didn't get to use a move.
So at what point does Aquarelle make it back before Cole returns with Pyroclast?
He'll probably take a few more minutes. He's going at his own pace. She is there. Verdant won't die. He might just be uncomfortable.
And Elva is bringing the scarves to Shia to use as bandages. Or wrappings, rather.
Well, Aquarelle comes back carrying actual helpful bandages.
Verdant's just letting people do whatever they're doing right now.
Probably wise.
While Squirrel tries to find Pyroclast out in the wilds.
Does Pyroclast let himself be found? No, he's BRB right now.
Oh.
So, I suppose that's up to Pyroclast, really.
When he's back.
Yes. Now, which items will Squirrel use first, or is he just bestowing them? After all, he also has a power herb.
Well, he just dumped everything on the floor in front of Elva and Shia, and then went to go look for Pyroclast.
Yes, that's right.
Oh, Pyro, you're black. You're back.
Both statements were correct to some degree.
True. They are both correct, but... Pyro! 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 Where'd you go? Pyro! as he is running in a straight line through the forest back towards town. Squirrel does not quite understand the idea of a search pattern.
Pyroclast is just following like the path they originally took. He's basically crawling at this point.
Okay, Squirrel does take the same route as before.
Hooray!
Hey.
I'm gonna say, unfortunately, Pyroclast instinctually doesn't exactly want to be found by Squirrel. So, body, instinct, subterfuge, 7. Oh, okay.
You're just that exhausted.
At least it isn't a botch, but he's just basically crawling out in the open. Slowly making his way home. What he thinks is won't attract attention.
So you're hiding from Squirrel then.
With a 0.
Fair.
He's hiding poorly. He's not. The body is behind a tree. The tail flame is not.
Pyro! Oh, there you are! And he grabs the tail.
And he's
And
using
starts-
double team to...
He grabs the tail and starts running back to the hut.
Escape fails.
Oh, poor Pyroclast. I almost feel bad for him.
Aquarelle may have still had hash browns in mind when he handed his fire to Squirrel.
Ow! Wait, Edge, where'd you go?
I reckon he's still at Gia's place, just sobering up now.
I believe he was.
Right.
Yes.
Ow, ow, ow! Shit, rocks.
Oh boy.
Edge is just back at the hut drinking mojito.
I cannot be blamed for the mojito.
We really gotta make sure we stick together here, Pyroclast. Aquarelle wanted us to stick together, so we gotta get back to the hut together. And so, you know, you gotta make sure that if you fall out, I gotta be able to know that you did so. So, yeah, let's get back. Nyum.
There's no response.
Don't worry, Aquarelle grabbed orange bandages for you.
Just imagining Pyroclast is gonna look even worse than Verdant when he gets there.
Oh, I imagine he's basically knocked out.
Squirrel bursts in the door. I found Pyroclast! Oh, Discord went oof. I found Pyroclast! And he puts the Charmeleon on the floor. Huh, did he always look this scraped up?
Elba
Poke,
blinks.
poke. Poke, poke.
What in the world were you two doing? Pyroclast, why are you all beat up?
No response.
Squirrel did grab a citrus berry.
Well, yeah, but that one's for Verdant.
I think Verdant can spare the citrus berry.
Enja, how much damage did I take?
You may have taken 3 points.
I still am. Okay. He is still knocked out, though.
Push the orange berry into his mouth.
Squirrel is poking Pyroclast. And then he tries to open one of Pyroclast's eyelids. Pyro! Pyro! Shake, shake, shake. Shakes more violently.
Squirrel, stop.
But he was.
Does Aquarelle catch up eventually?
Yes. yes, now caught up.
Yeah, you just see him open the door and enter. Okay, I grabbed some other stuff from a store that was nearby. Then he's gonna look at Pyroclast, and then he's just gonna take out the orange and bandages and just hand it to Elva.
One nods. Elba nods. Ah, we were already using those scarves that a scroll brought earlier to use as makeshift bandages. Maybe I can use these bandages for Pyroclast because I think he needs them.
Yeah, I got stronger ones for Verdant and Cindertree as he pulls out the 2 rolls of citrus. Yes. Then he just hands one to Shia.
Elba gives a flipper up, and he's
Oh, this would be useful.
and he goes towards bandaging Pyroclast's grapes.
Oh, by the way, they gave me this book for free when I was picking up an item guide. I'm not much of a reader, but figured since you liked the books so much, he just hands the fiction book to Elva.
Oh, what's this for? What book is this?
I don't know. They were just had it there for free.
Elba is going to inspect the book. Elba is going to inspect the book enthusiastically.
Verdant's just gonna hold up a sign that says, "You know, you could have just said you bought that for him, and you could have scored a date." Blue screen the Aquarelle there.
That is true.
Squirrel is pooping the Pyroclast.
Squirrel, let him rest. He seems to be completely knocked out.
But why?
What were you? That is also what I'm asking myself. What were you two doing?
We were just going through the forest. There weren't any enemies.
How did you?
Twigs and roots and stones.
How did you came back?
I ran.
No, I mean when you spotted Pyroclast, how was he already beat up?
I didn't really check.
And
I
how
just
did you
saw his
and how
tail and grabbed it and ran back.
Elba's face just looks neutral for a moment as he just lets those works sink into into space. Squirrel, did you drag a Pyroclast all the way from the town to over here?
Uh, he shrugs.
Elba's putting a flavor in his forehead. I think you might have. That is the only explanation if you guys weren't like attacked by another Pokemon.
So I beat him up?
Aquarelle will finally blink for a second as he stops blue screening for and then said, actually, I gave past as Pyroclast on over to him so I could make a quick run to the store.
On the other hand, congratulations, Squirrel, you've defeated a silver rank.
Hooray!
Yeah, just let him sleep. He'll recover. He'll recover pretty soon. I think.
So does that mean Squirrel gets to be a silver rank now?
No.
Unfortunately, that's not quite how that works. But if you had legitimately defeated him, I guess that would have earned you an attribute level.
It would have, yes. But you still have to go. You still have to take the tests. The guild is very particular about that. They sometimes let people skip levels, but that's not something that they do often. And you have to get those rank ups one by one. Actually, what rank are you, even, Squirrel? Remind me?
I think this was brought up in the past that he doesn't have one.
Yeah, technically I think he left the guild.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought we were having this conversation in character, so...
I think I actually left the guild.
Is that official? Was that it? Did we ever confirm that?
Well, when I
think
left
Squirrel should
my
have-
badge.
Girl should have the paperwork, actually. I got it from.
Ah. Yeah, I think we may have confirmed that when we were doing that stuff in the town before we escaped.
Mm-hmm.
Well, as far as I recall, that he was MIA, but he wasn't necessarily out of the guild yet.
Ah. Yeah, actually, Scroll, I think didn't we take a look at your files at the guild back in what was the name of the town?
You kind of.
No, that's the name of the kingdom. What is the name of the town?
Ashton.
Ashton.
Ashton. Back in Ashton, I think from your paperwork, you were just put as missing in action, not as actually left.
Oh. So I'm still part of the guild?
I think so. I mean, I can't really verify one way or another at the moment, but from the looks of it, from your last paperwork, yes. Hmm. And if that's the case, though, once we finally get out of the situation we're in, we should get you prep for actually getting your first rank, because if I remember correctly, you're not even a rookie at the moment, are you? You're unranked.
I don't think so.
Elba nods. Yeah, I can try and see. Well, this obviously won't be able to do that at the branch that I can. But if we find another guild, maybe we can make some accommodations right about that. For you to take your test to finally get a rank. Although at the same time, that might also be they might also ask you why are you so far away from the rest of your team. Maybe that may not be such a good idea. Although I guess we can just tell them that you're on a trip.
Squirrel is looking increasingly uncomfortable about all this.
Elba nods. Okay. I mean, what? How do you feel about that, Squirrel?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, let's stop talking about this then. Let's just concentrate on what we're doing now. So how is Verdant looking, Shia?
Did she need to take both roles, or did she only need the one?
Enja? Enja's muted.
Oh no, the neighbors got him again.
Seems they took that poke food idea literally.
Guess Pyroclast wasn't the only one who was taken on a trip by Squirrel.
Pardon?
Welcome back.
Oh, sorry. I had a sudden thought and then needed to go and check something because it's raining again. And then I wondered, wait, I think there is one person that left the windows to their car open.
Oh no,
Thankfully, I was wrong.
that's good.
Very fortunate indeed. Elva had asked she how Verdant was looking, and I asked if she needed to use both roles or just the one he gave her.
Oh, she's using just the... No, she would probably use both. The damage was quite extensive.
Yeah, Aquarelle will
Literally
probably
traveled all the way up and down his windpipe. But this does mean that she has, to apply both these rolls, had to unbandage him first of the ones that she'd already put on. Clean it one more time, and then apply both rolls. His neck is now fully bandaged. Even in places where it doesn't look like it's injured. Internally, it is on fire.
Yeah, it's like better safe than sorry.
Oh yes. Especially if this time she wants it to actually heal. However, he is looking not much better, but a little better.
He now looks like he almost got proper medical care, not, random surgery in a backyard. Redneck style.
It also looks like he got treatment as the injury was made instead of several hours, maybe even half a day later.
Hooray!
I'm just waiting for somebody to slap him with the sleep seed and then for you guys to figure out what you're doing from there.
Well, I think that talk. Okay, okay, the thing finally calmed down. Because Aquarelle is just gonna give him attempt to give him the item guide. Stop for a moment, then ask Elva to hold it for him.
Elba takes the item guide.
It has. It's fairly comprehensive, actually. With little tips on how to identify each item. Even though the differences are fairly minuscule, they do exist.
This is actually a very in-depth encyclopedia. You got a very good book here, Aquarelle.
It became apparent that it was needed.
Hey, Squirrel.
He looks a little lost in thought, but looks up when you say that. Or say his name.
Yeah. Aquarelle brought us a book about all the items that we can find in dungeons and how to identify them. Would you like to look them over with me?
Sure. Is Verdant gonna be okay?
Actually, he seems to be doing a lot better, actually. These bandages are working a lot faster than I thought they would.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Verdant seizing up and clawing pillows secretly.
It's the forced smile of I'm absolutely okay, thumbs up.
Definitely fine.
Yep, I'm absolutely not in terrifying pain that I forgot I could even feel. Only now to remember exactly how painful this was the first time and how miserable I was and how many painkillers I was and how I didn't get out of a hospital bed for several weeks because of how painful it was. No, I'm perfectly fine.
Thumbs
I
up.
take it could be that's the sign that the citrus his bandages are doing its job. Nothing like this a stinging feel of medicine on a wound.
My God.
Squirrel will plop down next to Verdant. Probably leaning against a wall and look over at Elva. Okay, well, we can go over here.
Here. Hey, Bex, come here and join me. This is actually good for you to learn as well.
Okay. Wait, I'm not in school. I don't have to learn things.
Elba is using his paralyzing gaze on Bex. Do not ever say those words in front of my presence.
Lap kid, how many times you're gonna learn I refuse to learn? Then this is gonna be pretty often, I think.
Elba stops and just grabs Vex by the tail and plops him next to him. Okay, we're going to be learning about the items in dungeons and how to identify them. And yeah, everybody's basically doing that with Squirrel and forcing Vex to go along with it.
Vex frowns powerfully.
Aquarelle is now looking around for Noah. Has Noah left, or is he still present somehow?
He's still around, though his ears do seem to be swiveling a little bit.
Aquarelle will approach him. Hey, everything all right? Any news?
I hear a thing I've heard before.
What is it you're hearing?
It is a very particular set of footsteps.
Aquarelle is weary. The footsteps of who?
The not caretakers. The handlers.
Fi and Faye. Aquarelle is very tense at this.
Yes. I think they are at the bottom of the mountain.
Yeah, Aquarelle's in red alert mode. As he quickly goes to tell everyone who's awake, this is very concerning news.
I'm going to go push rocks at them.
Whatever helps slow them down.
Okay, bye. He has taken that as permission.
Wait. Aquarelle bangs his helmet.
He is already gone.
Yeah, he's immediately finding Shia and updating her.
She does not know who these two are.
Aquarelle will just give her a brief rundown on what he knows on them.
She is not appreciative, but also confused as to... Wait. Why are they alive if you have personally executed them?
It's some sort of whatever or deal with the devil those two have made.
At this point, I wonder which one. And replace devil with a different word.
Deity?
Maybe.
Very likely.
While I do not wish to cast stones without proof, they seem like proof.
Was he talking to Noah?
No, she's more talking about, like, people don't just come back after being guillotined, right? You normally you can't do that, right?
Either someone's working with them to, recover them to whatever state they are, or I don't know, that was some sort of some sort of contingency working in the background.
That's one heck of a contingency to work after someone has been dead and stayed dead for a little bit. Because even reviver seeds are only effective if they are in your pocket the moment you hit 0 HP, and are pretty instantaneous.
I didn't say I had all the answers here. All I just know is that you're still somehow alive.
Right. Ugh, how unpleasant.
And pleasant indeed. Hey, believe me, if there was a way to ensure they didn't come back, I'd be looking for it.
Verdant's gonna stand up.
Wait, no. Hold
Verdant,
on.
are you okay?
Right.
Blinks.
Now, here's the weird thing. The answer is halfway yes, actually.
Wow.
I'm guessing to the "Are you okay?" Verdant in question from Squirrel.
Verdant kind of does the waiver, but then points at Aquarelle because Verdant's been listening in.
Aquarelle will turn to Verdant and raise a brow at him.
Verdant will do the fisticuffs thing.
Aquarelle, he kind of gets what Verdant is suggesting. Hey, but at the same time, he's kind of still considering what Shia had said earlier. Preferably, as they avoid confrontation, even though a very increasingly a potent dark side of him is saying, fight, fight.
Oh, so it's every high school movie ever where the kids gather around and start chanting "fight."
She is pondering. You know, I just had a thought, actually. Noah is strong, right?
Yes.
Like, we all know this, right?
Yes.
Does Noah know how to fight? Because being strong and knowing how to fight are two distinctly different things.
He definitely doesn't know how to fight. He doesn't know moves. He just throws whatever power he has at people.
Should we teach him?
Verdant nods and then grunts because nodding's probably the stupidest thing he could do right now.
It is not great, but the citrus bandages are doing their work. You don't want to seize up immediately.
Verdant will take out the notebook and write out hastily, "We should probably teach everybody to fight."
Right.
As a unit.
Aquarelle's looking at Shia. You know how to get him back here?
Theoretically, hold on. She's gonna go get another bowl. And then, tap a spoon beside it.
If she needs it.
She's got one spare bowl, always. He is in front of her in seconds.
Aquarelle looks slightly more relieved.
It's like opening a can for a cat.
However, he is vibrating in places. Does it have to be right now? I'm kind of trying to crush someone's leg with a rock. Noah! Don't! Well, were you Successful? No, it's very hard, actually. He sounds upset.
Wait, who are the people that Noah is fighting again?
It was Fi and Faye. Hey.
Wait, why did you send him alone? Those two people are actually supposed to be strong enough that they can actually do Noah.
Slip of the tongue. I didn't actually mean for him to take my words literally.
Tell him to come back then.
He is back.
But I'm right here.
Fair.
Am I not back enough? Do I need more backs?
No, never mind.
Oh, it's just an ocean of confusion.
Confuso.
Someone get a license plate of those rocks.
They don't have them. They are illegal. What? Oh no, they have established the confusion loop.
Yeah, Aquarelle is just gonna shake Pyroclast a bit to wake him up some more and try his best to update him.
So...
Assassins, but it's this way. Hey.
So, shouldn't we do something?
Verdant does the fisticuffs thing again.
Well then, you're
Alright.
not in a position. You're not in a position to fight at the moment.
How much time are we looking at right now, Noah?
I think they will be here in 3 days. This is a big mountain, and they are on foot. To which she quirks a brow. It should take them longer than that, then. They are very fast for being on foot, and very bouncy. Is that why you were having trouble getting anything to hit them? Yes. She is starting to pout again. However, he has also taken the bowl from Shia and is sipping to soothe himself. It seems that Noah is not used to losing things that he tries to do.
I guess Verdant will sit back down because there's time, and he doesn't want to get yelled at either.
But Elva comes over to help. Elva comes over to Verdant and gives him a pat on the head. Just recover. Once you're actually feeling better, we can talk about dealing with those. We have time.
Vex walks over and pats Noah on the back. Now. Don't worry, I, as your senior combat master, will be happy to tell you all the things you need to know about fighting people.
Elva's just going to get turned towards Vex and kind of given a little shove to go deal with that.
Elba is grabbing Vex's tail again.
Ah, stop! Why? It's true. I've been fighting these for longer than he has.
You have, but you only know 2 moves, and we haven't even talked about that we haven't even talked about that dragon move that you're supposed to have learned by now.
Well,
Don't let your ego get the best of you. I know that there's something very hard to do for you, but this is not the moment, Bex. I can't. We can't try and teach Noah together though. I can definitely let you help me with that. Just you can't do it alone.
Yeah, teaching Noah to fight his bullies would not be a bad idea.
Do you understand, Bex?
okay, we can all teach him together.
Elba smiles. Good. It is better that way, anyways. He can probably learn something from all of us. I mean, we did kind of began doing something like that before we went to the dungeon, didn't we?
Yes. It seems like Vex wanted to make Noah think he was really cool though, and monopolize the mentor position for once.
As much as I didn't want to steal his thunder, that was not a good idea to let it go on.
Boy's ego's as big as mine, and that's a problem.
Actually though, what were you planning to teach him? I'm actually kind of curious.
Well, for starters, I'm going to teach him how to want it. How to really, really, really want to win. He was about to teach Noah how to be stubborn.
Elba blinks. Elba begins dragging Specs away.
No way! Use your anger, Noah! Thrash around like a madman! You'll get him eventually!
Oh, so that's what move he learned.
Ow.
What did you say there, Verdant?
I said, oh, that's the move he learned. Thrash.
I mean, that could actually be a dragon move. We just have to call it outrage.
Yeah.
Get mad! Attack in every direction! Eventually you'll hit the enemy! Air quotes, destroy your surroundings until there are no more opponents.
I was originally thinking of giving Bex Dragon Rage just because of the comment that he made about his power being his mouth. But no, he definitely needs to learn Outrage.
That sure is Verdant's kid. That sure is Verdant's kid right there.
I'm just going to point out there that this is not my fault.
Yeah, he had nothing to do with the,
Look, I only made it. I didn't teach it.
yeah.
What?
Hmm.
Yes.
Honestly, I feel like Bex has been better, was better behaved before this whole quest happened.
It is a distinct possibility. And then he has seen Squirrel, Pyro, and Verdant.
There
Yeah,
is also a chance that he's always been like this and he's been doing it behind your back. You're just seeing it all now because he has nowhere to run off to and be this way.
There is also Lap, who has been systematically lying to him, yes.
yeah. Hey, Elba's ability is unaware for a reason.
I did take that into account. Elva tries their best.
And I'm just going to be taking this now. Thank you. Picks up Elva, or picks up Vex, excuse me.
Elba has Bex with him at the moment, so you could just pick Elba as well, I guess. But you can take Bex.
Verdant's going back to sleep. Apparently Vex is now stuck. This is how you parent, right?
He's a plushie. He's a plushie now.
You take the child and you're sleeping and this is now yours.
Squirrel, teach them in my stead!
Slowly moves a hand over Vex's face so the screaming stops.
Elba's going to come.
Not one nap times. It's the middle of the day.
Elba's going to come over to Verdant and just tell him he will eventually fall asleep if you keep him like that. He actually enjoys that. He enjoys cuddles like that.
Vex is
just
never going
being
to escape.
indifferent about it.
Vex shall not escape.
Elba gives a flipper up. Also, what you said, DG?
Vex is just being indignant about it because he is an air quotes proud dragon.
You show me a dragon that doesn't like cuddles and I'll show you a liar.
He needs to build his reputation of being big and dangerous, though. He can't be doing cuddles. He can't openly. And with other people looking at him.
Look, this kid is 2 seconds from getting laid on. Does he want to get laid on?
I don't believe he is aware of the threat.
He will be if he complains too much, because he will be laid upon.
Then it seems inevitable.
I mean, as long as you don't have your armor, I think it should be fine. And I'm saying that out of character.
He'll be fine. I just don't want to try sleeping when there's screaming children in the house.
Indeed.
So, what do we want to teach Noah specifically then?
She ponders. She has an idea of his abilities, but like, how do you teach someone who then kind of, she doesn't even know how exactly he operates his shadows, or if he should be attacking with those. I mean, ideally, yes. Though they're probably better than him getting impacted by whatever their attacks are.
Question. Out of character question, but do we know that Noah pretty much eats dark energy at this point? I think
Noah
that,
eats everything.
But we do
But
not
he's-
actually know that revelation that we got, because that was when we were
yeah,
about to approach Xerneas.
yeah, that we learned that at the forest, right? So yeah, we don't know that. Hmm. Well, yeah, we actually don't. We actually are not even aware of Noah's complete capabilities when it comes to those shadows of his. I can only if they are something that he can use a move with, probably be something about it probably be dark type energy, which means Aquarelle and Pyroclast would be the best people to teach him something.
If you look in Aquarelle's direction, and he's standing on two legs right now. Oh, he kind of has his helmet pulled down over his eyes. He's just as right now his mind is still in full red alert mode. Mode. And you
Okay,
probably noticing a wisp of dark energy beginning to form as he's trying to keep himself calm.
Squirrel is going over and giving Aquarelle a hug.
okay, another idea. Actually, did we ever ask you? I don't think we ever asked this. No, what's your typing? Like usually Eevees are normal, but you're not a normal Eevee, so do you have a typing?
He smiles as he does not know how to answer that question.
I see. Well, that kind of makes things more difficult, because if we knew your typing, we could direct you towards what kind of energy will best suit you to try and learn a move from. Although if we go by Eevee rules, if we go by a regular Eevee rules, usually normal types are able to tap into the other kinds of energy much more easily than other types, though. They because of that they can be rather versatile. So in theory, you could actually just attend a move of any typing, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure how to begin in that regard.
Teach me the move that will win every fight.
That is not a. That's not a. That's not a. This is there is not a single move that can win you every fight.
Dang.
Wait a minute, Noah.
Yes.
You use shadows to teleport around, don't you?
Yes. I do that.
Shadow Sneak would be a really easy move for you to learn then.
Okay.
You basically push out your shadow towards something and then attack it from behind by emerging behind them.
His eyes cross for a moment before he looks over to Pyro and then Big. Before Noah, something is sitting in front of. While Noah is still sitting in front of you, Pyro, there is something poking the back of your head.
He's gonna turn around.
There is a sharpened shadow tendril that feels like dangerously close to lacerating you.
You know?
Like that? I thought about Squirrel's weapon. What if I just, instead of going there myself, what if I just sent the attack behind someone?
That actually can work. Yes. I mean, your shadow is capable of doing that. Not any normal couple Pokemon would be able to do that, but you can. That could be your own. That could be your very own move.
Wait.
Yes.
I forgot. I don't think I'm supposed to hurt people.
But didn't Shia say something earlier?
Noah's eyes drift a little bit. Yes. Of course. It is still Noah that you were dealing with.
Yes, he's very forgetful.
What? What? What did she say?
Wait, I don't think Pyroclast was awake for that. Shoot.
Wait.
Can you what was it out of character because Elba will have heard it.
The part where listening to Shia like if like people like the Smirgles show up, he's free to do whatever he wants or something.
No, I want the actual quote from Shia. If Didi can give it.
Well, there are many things that she said that could have been applicable to this section. However, if someone is trying to do something forceful to you that you generally disagree with, you are allowed to say no, and if they continue to persist, defend yourself.
Elba is going to speak out those words verbatim back to Noah.
Going to look over to Aquarelle and say, how much can I self-defense if I am the one approaching them?
Aquarelle is slowly.
Wait, no, hold on. We're
himself.
approaching each other. They're coming here. I'm just meeting them part way. Is that still self-defense if I am meeting them intentionally?
Yes. Because they're obviously coming over with intent to harm us. They're assassins after all.
But if I'm wrong?
Okay, then ask them why they're here. If they refuse to answer and attack you, then there's no doubt there.
Okay, I'm going to go and talk at them.
No, not right now.
What?
Don't do it right now.
Okay.
So, meanwhile, Squirrel is hugging one of Aquarelle's legs. And he is going to try kind of what he was doing before with his aura, but not quite as forceful. He wants to try and kind of gently impress calmness with his aura onto Aquarelle.
That would be helpful. Aquarelle is trying to keep himself calm. everyone heard 3 days, but Aquarelle just heard a time limit.
Hmm.
Can he attempt that, Enja?
Yes, he can.
All right. If he does feel like he might possess Aquarelle, he will immediately pull out of doing this. He just wants to try and kind of push him towards being a bit more calm. You know what? This is important enough to him. He's gonna vigor those 9s.
Ooh.
I might as well soul that 1. Ooh. Squirrel is very determined today. $11.
I will say Aquarelle can see Squirrel hugging him. He's not exactly sure how to respond as he is trying to keep himself calm and
That's so
not
many
give in to his.
successes.
What's up?
That's so many successes.
No. Squirrel wants his friend not to go into Dark Spiral. He's seen this with Vane. He does not want to see it again.
So what happens? I will say Aquarelle probably won't be trying to resist because he's trying to keep himself stable. Because he's aware that he's got a lot of negativity bubbling up within him right now, but he knows he needs to keep his mind clear and not be in spiral mode.
This comes to mind, and I'm not sure if it's completely, but I'm sure that's what Aquarelle wants.
Well, Aquarelle had to step away.
Yeah. Gotta wait for a moment.
Lol.
Elba's going to say something. Elba's going to say something to Noah.
Yes.
Noah, from any of the times that you have seen those two Smeagol's, have they ever done anything to you that could be considered positive? Like, have they ever not attacked you?
Uh,
All right, sorry about that.
yes.
Oh, what
I
is
mean,
it?
they don't do it until someone tells them to do it. But like sometimes they're just in the hallway, and I walk up to them because I don't remember why they're here.
Do they ever interact with you, or do they just stare at you?
No, they say things.
Ah,
I don't
okay.
understand the things that they say though.
Wait, what? Do they speak another language?
No, they're just saying words that I've not heard other people say.
Ah, maybe they're speaking in code word. code words or something. That's something that assassins do.
Well, I guess. What's a twink?
Elba blinks. What? I will tell you later.
Okay.
Okay, you guys can go to Aquarelle sim.
You are back, Aquarelle?
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, what are the results there, Enja?
Of Squirrel's supreme hug on Aquarelle.
Basically. Mostly the aura side of things, but...
Well, certainly, it does seem that Aquarelle does not have coping mechanisms that are available. Ergo, there is a lot of negative energy that is building and rapidly. All things considered, for this, it might have been better if those two were here now, just so there'd be no chance for buildup and he could like vent at them somehow. But all things considered, given that he has now been given a time limit, he is going to stress over this so much.
That is true.
So you're saying
This? My God, he's going to explode.
He's having an anxiety attack.
Yeah, so you're saying that Squirrel's hug basically does nothing because it just keeps going up.
Oh, a little bit. You're gonna need to find something for him to do actively, or maybe get Noah to take him down there now.
Elba's going to look at Squirrel and Aquarelle and just observe for a moment.
But you have now successfully diagnosed Aquarelle.
Hey, why don't we, go train? You can help teach me some stuff, Aquarelle?
Should I make a clarity check or something? And to see if he's actually registering this?
Sure.
Squirrel is trying to push calmness on him.
What role should this be? I assume mind, probably logic, and perception or insight, I guess.
I think insight would be best.
Which one?
Insight.
Okay. Five. Is that enough for him to register or that someone else is talking to him?
I think so. That's... Yeah. 5 is at least a medium success, so yes.
Yeah, he was already looking down at Squirrel, but when Squirrel, they'll suggest that he'll blink ink for a moment.
Rushing off
Yeah.
the fight isn't a good idea. We've got time, and so maybe put it to better use right now.
Aquarelle will take another deep breath, and continue. He'll trying to follow up with steadier breaths. And between breaths, he'll just say, "You're right. You're right. Time is of the essence, but acting irrationally won't do any good." Yes, as training anything would be a good way to make use of that time.
Yeah, you got your swords back, so we can go train, and we can be better for when they do get here, and be better off and make better plans, and maybe put up traps and stuff for them, and yeah.
There's some more or steadier breathing. Slowly, a ominous red glow that was in his eyes. His eyes are still red, but it's a lot less as noticeable now. He'll definitely still be stressing about this as later, but for the time being, he's stable. Ish.
Elvis going to look at the two of them going over there, going out to simulate training. He's going to say, "Hey, do you two mind if I join in?"
You just get a silent nod from Aquarelle.
Elba nods and he just say, "Lap, please may keep an eye on Bex here. I know Verdant has him in there very tightly, but just in case."
You're asking Lap?
Yes.
Alright. I'll do something.
Elba nods and just say and goes out with Aquarelle and Squirrel.
He'll like sidle over to Noah. So like, who are these guys like really though? Or like, are they like crazy? I don't know what crazy is. You know what? I'm not sure why I asked you.
Hey, Elva.
Yes?
I'll join you guys in a bit. I'm gonna go see how Edge is doing and then see from there.
Elba gives a thumbs up. I mean, flip her up. Honestly, the other reason why Elba is going out going out with Aquarelle and Skull is just to make sure that neither of them go out of control while they do that, because he knows protect. So if he even sees a whiff of that, he's using that on somebody.
Squirrel's definitely planning to probably take a beating here.
It's
Which
fine.
is why-
I'll focus on the trees and stuff outside. If anyone notices any impromptu deforestation, then well,
There will be a lot of firewood to go around at least.
Yeah.
So, Squirrel, remember that one thing that we were about to teach you called restraint? Well, here's how you don't do it. Throws Aquarelle at you.
Yeah.
Here's a person not using it.
I guess, Enja, I have a question.
Ask away.
How is Edge?
He is wishing to die.
He's already dead, though.
Kill me more.
Man, I guess those mojitos were quite powerful.
It was vodka.
He drank more? Oh no. Oh no, he's a hangover, right.
Yes.
So... You're probably not down for training, are you?
Let me put it this way. I will partake, but I will come down upon anyone in front of me with a fury unlike anything I've ever felt in my entire life.
Squirrel's
Yeah.
getting a double beatdown. Got it.
Or you could
Yeah.
Just saying that I will if you insist. However, I will make my feelings your problem.
or you could just peg Edge and Aquarelle against each other.
That is probable.
Unfortunately, Pyroclast is gonna be like, yeah, you're staying in bed.
Throw me in the well.
He pauses for a moment at that. Wow, you really are out of it.
Hydrate me.
Pyroclast is gonna
Hydrate
look at him.
with the blood of my enemies.
Moisturize me.
He doesn't remember many things, but even in his adult state, water for hangovers, do it.
He's gonna bring him with, and then go over to Alva.
Are things alright over there? Hangover, I
think
imagine.
Yeah. I just remembered one of the tricks he used to do. You douse him with a light water gun.
Okay, I can try.
He's gonna set him down and
Yes,
then move away because
just give me a moment. I have to make sure that this is not a scald. Eva proceeds to use a regular water gun on Edge, just dousing him, not attacking.
Raijin.
I mean, Edge is asking for it.
Elva used flood the village. Legit, the way Surf is portrayed in the Pokemon games is absolutely terrifying.
Yeah.
Like, you're literally just summoning up enough water to entirely flood a place. And it always leaves me wondering personally, like, what is happening to the trainers? Like, you're just sitting there and you tell your Pokemon to use Surf, and suddenly you are now neck deep in water.
I mean, the trainers obviously ride on the Pokemon's back whenever that happens.
Lordy.
But what if
yeah.
they get KO'd?
You know, I actually like the idea of Elba accidentally using Hydropron, trying not to use Skull. Just suddenly a big rush of water comes pouring out of his mouth.
And Pyroclast is KO'd again.
I'm pretty sure that it was directed at Enja.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but...
yeah.
Damn.
Deflection, man. That's some damn good deflection right there.
No. I'm sorry. I went too far there.
Pyroclast is gonna run over to Edge. You still conscious, buddy?
You do not get words, but you get voices, but you get noises of implied anger.
Elba hangs down his head. I'm so sorry. That doesn't usually happen. Not hard enough.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. I actually thought he was saying harder.
That was me.
I know. Honestly, though, with that with how much of a hangover that he has, I could actually picture him just saying harder. I need more water.
Oh, hey, we've got some fan art from Raijin.
Why is it whenever we get fan art from Raijin, my first response is uh-oh.
From earlier this session... Raijin, Ido, Whiskers, if you happen to hear this, I appreciate you all so much. The fan art is so nice.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Glad y'all enjoy it.
The difficulties of a fire type hiding.
Or at least the ones with fire butts or fire tails.
Indeed.
I'm hiding here. Dude, you are literally lighting up the entire area like a noonday sun. I'm hidden!
So, Edge, are you saying you want a harder water gun, or...
Damn, DG's away.
The Digi's away so the kids can come out and play?
What?
No, Digi's away so the neighbors can come out to play.
No, they stay in the closet where they belong.
Hold on, Discord's doing that thing again. Okay, I might be able to start hearing you again.
Welcome back. Can you hear us?
Yes. Yes, I can.
Okay, Gimund, what was the last thing you said?
So Edge, are you saying you need a harder water gun? 'Cause I think, Alpha did enough already.
Why don't you just get me a bucket so I can drink it?
Oh,
Because I will give you one today.
Pyroclast is looking for a bucket.
Say, Pyro, you
Immediately.
want hash browns?
Oh no.
Squirrel?
He's not actually doing that.
Okay, because I would have had to have Pyro roll something.
Oh my god, he is actually obsessed with them.
So yeah, Pyroclast is immediately looking for a bucket, getting water from the well.
I
Everybody's
assume
coming.
there's one at the bottom of the well. Oh, like if it's a traditional well.
Yeah. Elba's coming over to Edge and just bowing his head and just saying, I'm so sorry about that. I do not normally produce that much water. I think the nurse might be getting to me. That's not something that usually happens to me.
There are buckets available as she does draw from the well. The well is hers. And on that note, the well is fairly sizable. Aquarelle, would you also like to just dive in?
He is considering just doing that just to get himself calmer, as he just
Fair enough.
as he just holds out a claw. I just say I did it in a few minutes, and he just probably just walks up to the well and just does more or less does the flop inside.
Everybody do the flop.
I better do the flop.
By the way, does Edge have any response to what Elba said to him?
What did Elba say to him?
Yeah, Elba went towards him, bow his head, and just said, I'm sorry about that. I don't normally produce that much water. I think the nurse might be getting to me. That doesn't usually happen.
I've noticed. You don't deal with alcohol a lot, do you?
Say that again.
You don't deal with alcohol a lot, do you?
Elba shakes his head.
Good. But to recover, people need to hydrate because alcohol actually dehydrates you, and that is why it is a problem later. And it is better to sober up of your own terms by drinking a lot of water before you have your hangover.
Ah, so
To
that
drink the fucking water. This has been a tip for you from someone who was formerly a scientist of a very advanced degree.
so that's the reason why water type alcohol is so potent. Now it makes perfect sense. I learned something new today.
Yes, you slippery bastards. Just dilute it naturally. And you've got a ground type sliver. You're just cheating at this point.
Oh my god. Edge is basically saying that Elba just has a natural affinity to be an alcoholic, to just drink a lot of alcohol if he really wanted to, but he doesn't.
This is correct. Elva's alcohol tolerance is super high, actually.
Oh my god.
Pyroclast is running back with a very full bucket of water. I don't want to spill this. I don't want to spill this. I don't want to make Edge mad.
There. Come on, just take it to him.
And he sets it down and then moves the heck away from it.
Okay, now Pyro, because you are a fucking dumbass, I will inform you of one more thing. I am a ghost. I do not need air. As Edge hovers and fully submerges his tassel and hilt and the bottom section of his blade in the bucket and just stays there. It does seem that the water level is lowering slowly. You are not sure from which point he is drinking, though.
Elba is trying to observe is just to actually figure out where he's actually drinking from, because this is actually a fact that he doesn't know.
But yes, Edge does not require oxygen.
Okay, but Elba is not going to remain at it for too long. He's going to go back towards Squirrel eventually. He did say that he'd trade with him after all.
Yes, it's time for training.
Training montage, go.
Well, Squirrel is currently waiting for. He's currently waiting for Aquarelle, who apparently went into the well. So.
Lap. All right. Noah, I know some training exercises that you can do beforehand. No, you are a liar. You have admitted this with your own mouth on many times to people other than me. You have very strong ears, but what if I didn't lie? Okay, I will listen to you. Great. Now for your first training exercises, do you know what pain is? I don't. Alright? Take away the A.
We have more fan art.
And damn.
Did anyone catch the license plate on that rock?
No, according to Noah, it was illegal.
Rock you.
Thank you, Raijin.
Really nice.
Thank you, Raijin.
Well then. Alright. Yep, you have pin. Alright. Now, add an S. Spin? Yes. Begin. What? Start spinning. But why? It'll make sense later. Oh, okay. Noah begins to rotate. Lap. Excellent. I'm unsupervised with Noah. Yes.
He literally is. Everybody else is outside.
Vex? Or Lap? Lap?
Lap.
Have fun, Lap. I'm asleep.
And Bex,
Yeah.
and Bex is at the moment Burden's plushie.
And Elba's right now outside making sure Skull doesn't become some Aquarelle's collateral.
Yeah.
Squirrel survived Farion. I'm sure he could handle Aquarelle's rage.
Hey Squirrel,
Yeah?
are you familiar with the move protect?
He shakes his head.
Okay. Elba is going to make a motion and suddenly his body is looking all shiny. Try and hit me.
But are you sure?
I am completely sure. Hit me with your hardest hit.
Okay. Well, I guess I can just skip the accuracy check.
Yeah.
Oh!
Jeez.
He is definitely pulling out quite the hit.
Wow, training's going so well.
So that's 13 damage. Now, if this were actual combat, I would have 100% vigored those 9s. I'm just curious what that would have done.
Oh.
Oh, 15.
Oh no, that would have come to a
9
total of
explode.
20.
Yeah.
Oh. You would have actually knocked out Elba. That is exactly what you need to do that. Well, thankfully though, you actually do your biggest hit on Elba, but your axe just it connects with his body, but it gets repelled away.
Sorry.
Oh, that was actually a pretty strong hit. Not gonna lie, I think you may have actually been close to piercing the protect. Don't worry, Scroll. I'm fine. I haven't taken any damage.
You didn't?
Elba is like going on a T-pose and just moving his body around just to show the Scroll that he does indeed have no injuries. Nope, no injuries here.
He is just wide-eyed. Does not compute.
This is protect. It is a very technical move used to basically deflect a single hit.
Oh. So you're okay?
But not. Yes, I'm okay. I simply wanted to show you this to make you aware that this exists, and there are other Pokemons that have the ability to use moves like this or something similar.
You didn't realize that he was holding his breath, but he definitely exhales softly at that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm not sure if you and Aquarelle are going to be sparring together or not. But I wanted to come here to make sure that if anything goes wrong, I will immediately use protecting in one of you to make sure that nothing bad happens. So
You can do that?
yes, I can. Actually, protect is usually something that you only do to yourself, but I am capable of using it on somebody else. In fact, let me show you. Elba does the pose that he did before, but then he points at Squirrel with both of his hands, and suddenly Squirrel's body is all shiny for a bit. Like there's a translucent sheet around his body.
Oh.
Yeah. This is my protection barrier. As long as it doesn't get pierced, any single move will just bounce off of you. Any single maneuver, rather. Anything that tries to damage you. There are things that can pierce these protection barriers, but you have to specifically train to be able to do that.
That's really cool. I need to learn this.
Oh?
Well, yeah, then I can stay in the fight longer, right?
Yes, that is true. That is how you use protect. You put it on yourself to make sure that you are able to remain in the fight longer. Or use it to protect somebody else that is injured. Granted, like I said, usually protection moves are only done with the user. Doing it to somebody else, it's something complicated, and not sure if I can teach you that quickly. But I could try and teach you protect.
Well, okay. I'd be up for learning it. I want to.
Oh, but nuts.
But right
Okay.
now we should probably focus on, Oh,
Aquarelle.
Aquarelle.
He's inside the well at the moment.
Look at
No,
his
we
fantasy
climbed out a
ground
while
chat.
ago.
Ah, okay. Or he was inside the well.
He was only in there for like 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Then he climbed out and was just as more or less is trying to keep himself of calm, stable.
Mhm.
He just wasn't. He was really present for a good chunk of that conversation. He just wasn't saying anything.
Fair enough. I thought you were still inside the well. But how are you feeling?
Aquarelle will just lift up one of his claws and do a so-so motion with it.
Oh, but nuts. Okay, understandable. So, what are we going to do now then?
I know we have 3 days. But I know that these assassins are friends. Even if whatever sorcery is keeping them alive and going aren't something to easily dealt with.
This is
But for the time being, I think it's best we prepare. Right? My squirrel said training would be ideal at the moment.
oh, but nuts. Yes, that sounds like a good idea. In fact, I think I need to become stronger as well myself. I'm not exactly a combatant.
Any help in dealing with these assassins and is appreciated. Ed,
Oh, but nuts.
I can't quite put my claw on just how powerful they may be compared to the dungeon we entered a while back. Heck, but I know we need to be careful.
I know. I mean, from what we've heard, those two are capable of subduing Noah, and we know how. And we know, well, we don't actually know, but we have a good guess how powerful Noah is. If they can subdue him, then those two must be, oof.
Well, if I remember from back in Ashton, we found out that they subdued Noah through like fairy energy or positive energy.
Was it like that? I'm casting this out of character.
Yeah, I remember Noah saying something along the lines of
Yes,
would be.
because you have seen how he gets when he is imbalanced without swapping personalities. Ergo, if it happens very quickly, he gets just extremely sick.
That's right.
Yes, he also got extremely sick. It converted.
So it's not that they're winning against him in a fight. They just know how to exploit him because he doesn't know how to dodge.
That's fair enough. Still, though, he seemed to be having some trouble when he briefly went to deal with them, so they're not exactly pushovers either.
He is trying to smash their legs with a rock. And apparently having an extremely difficult time with that.
Yeah.
Well,
This is going to be very complicated because these Pokemon are Smeargles. Those, and depending and considering they have apparently been executed and come back to life a few times now, from what we know. How long? How? What is their lifespan? I wonder. They must have collected a bunch of moves by now, and that is scary because that means we don't know what they're capable of. Besides besides knowing that they use fairy energy against Noah, but Smeargles can literally learn any move. They could do. They could be capable of doing anything.
And there's two of them.
Indeed.
You know, might not be a bad idea for me and Aquarelle to go or like do a tag team type thing.
What do you mean? What do you mean, Pyroclast?
Well, one might attack in the front while the other attacks from behind. They are
Okay.
assassins, after all.
Yeah, that does sound like a good idea. I mean, if they are assassins, if they are assassins, they wouldn't exactly want to confront us in direct combat in the first place. But at the same time, they know they don't really have a chance to sneak up on us because Noah's here.
Yeah.
So at least we have that. At least we have that advantage.
Hey, Aquarelle.
Yes.
Since you've dealt with them in the past, do you know what some of their moves might be?
I guess this would be something I'd have to ask Digi.
Well, having dealt with them in the past, they are certainly extremely evasive and have plenty of moves to augment their movement speed or escape restraint. Following this, they have a setup move called Lock On, and another extremely low accuracy and extremely high power move. However, with Lock On,
It's an edge to hit.
pretty much, it's practically guaranteed.
Oh no! Is the all mind reader guillotine combo?
Pretty much.
Now, guillotine isn't in this because I think one-hit moves are dumb.
Yeah.
But
yeah, they are very
it
dumb.
swings
so
for a lot. They swing hard and for a lot because they are overlaying this attack on top of a weapon attack.
Oh. And they don't even have to worry about the weapons accuracy penalty.
Correct. Which means, all things considered, usually all these guys need is one hit.
Yeah,
Usually. Maybe the both of them also need to connect if one doesn't get very lucky.
Yeah, Aqua will likely relay this information to everyone. He will also
Yeah,
likely remind and that when he fought them, he was literally it was literally not just him, but also the others in the castle guard. Which means they might be dealing with less people here.
Elba is looking a bit nervous when he hears that these Mirgles have a way to escape from restraints, because that is his bread and butter. Mm. Well, I may not be able to paralyze him, but I can still attempt to confuse them, perhaps.
Well, I can help you confuse them. As he produces a pale light. They still need practice with it.
Yes, you're confused, right? Maybe I can help you practice that. The reason why you were having trouble practicing with it before was because you didn't actually have a target to hit. I can be your target.
I want to. I want to at least try and be able to move it around so I don't need a target though. But yeah,
You need to be able to actually hit your target before you think about changing the trajectory of your move like that.
yeah. He scratches the back of his head.
Elba nods. So I'll help you out then. Don't worry. Don't worry. I should be able to get out of confusion relatively easily.
Noah is considering and then just looks at Elva. So their thing is being about one big strong hit, right?
Elba nods.
Don't you already stop that?
Elba nods. Yes, I do have my protect, but at the same time, I would imagine they could have accounted for that, and their one big move pierces protect. I can't I can't completely rely on that. If it doesn't pierce protect, then great. If it does, then yeah, I have to think of something else to be able to do.
What if we take off their setup move?
There you go. Lift the status off of him.
Yeah.
Elba rubs his chin. Ah, a move to remove a buff from them.
Yeah.
I have heard of those moves before. I have not developed one of my own, but that might be a good idea.
She is looking over at Noah in some surprise.
Aquarelle is actually somewhat surprised too. Did life actually teach him something beneficial?
No. It's that he stopped spinning, and while Noah is extremely forgetful and very naive, he is also not dumb either. These are two different things.
True, it's just like
I have 3 days to try and develop a move like that. I think I can do it.
There is another possibility also.
Oh,
What if you just disable it? I mean, then they might get it off one time, but
Elba nods slowly. I've only used my aura to either confuse or paralyze people. I never thought to try and use to disable their moves. That may actually be doable. Well, if I paralyze things strongly enough, that also disables their moves. But there could be a way to just go straight for the move without having to paralyze their bodies first. Yeah. Elba's just thinking very hard right now. He's kind of like how Pyroclast is whenever he finds something that really interests him. He's just talking to himself.
there's some consideration for Aquarelle himself. Oh. He'll take another deep breath. Well, certainly think something to keep in mind. We have roughly 3 days haste to form whatever our contingency plan and out of whatever comes of this.
Yeah.
Shia, I think you might need to inform the townsfolk in case this gets very ugly.
And then it turns out that the town is completely full of people that are as strong as Shia herself.
No, we have established that Shia is way above them. But that would be funny.
Oh, like, finally, some real action!
Look, these people were entertained by a date that they weren't on, and Verdant eating too much. I think they're going to be excited about this for some reason. I don't think it's a healthy response, but
It's not. It'd be funny.
Oh boy, assassins are coming for these visitors. We gotta get the popcorn, guys.
how boring is this town? Oh, there's an assassin coming? Oh, neat. Let's go ahead and get the chairs out. What?
Hey, we think that this spot over, if you guys could make sure that they attack you over on this spot, we will have a great view from this hill.
No, we lost Discord issue again.
It just sounded like everyone was on the other end of a hallway. It's like, oh boy.
You didn't hear what we were joking about? Damn.
Damn, indeed.
Just pretty sure we were joking. This town is so boring that the assassins coming to a town actually excites them.
Yeah, Aquarelle had suggested told Ashia that she might want to inform the townsfolk of the assassin's arrival in case these things get ugly.
I could do that, yes. Now, imagine what if everyone just started, like, pulling out guns? It's like, oh boy, danger! It's like, but it turns out that everyone in this town is just like Shia. It's like,
that's what Zim said.
We already established that Chia is way above them, though.
This is true, but
I mean, they do live like next
though.
to a. They do live next to
because
like
it's a town with only a gold and a platinum rank dungeon.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shia may be way above them, but it wouldn't take much for them to be way above half of our party.
That's true.
So we could enlist the town to help us.
Probably.
Miles.
Yeah, because, like...
Yeah, I mean,
Shia may
some
be
of them
really, Shia's above them, but it was established that more than just Shia go into those dungeons.
So yeah. Some of them have to be gold rank power level at the very least.
Meanwhile,
Shia might solo it. The others might have teams.
Fair enough. Also, what were you gonna say, Sim?
I was just basically kind of the same thing as Enja there, and the fact that I think only Aquarelle and Verdant are above silver here.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. I don't think we have an official on what Aquarelle's level is. We know Verdant's diamond, but
I'd say Aquarelle will be around gold probably.
I just assume Aqua was around the same power level as Verdant, if not a bit lower.
Kind of, but he's also got the weapons which he can combine his with. So his output is also kind of bonkers when he wants it to be.
Oh yeah, we saw that in the dungeon. He almost one shotted the mimic Ditto.
So he did.
Also, we're about to reach 2 a.m. here.
Ah, yes, we should probably start wrapping this up. Yes.
Yeah.
Probably
What-
So training montage next week.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we actually have a few things we're gonna be with training probably. Elba's probably gonna be developing a new move, and Elba also already agreed to show Squirrel how to do protect.
Noah is going to learn the art of violence.
Indeed.
Noah's got a couple of or doesn't aren't there a couple of stones the party has to use now too? Quick
There
learn
is-
stones.
Yeah, Aquarelle has a poison one. I know that.
Because remember, his shadows learned to move
Right.
for him.
But I'm pretty sure Squirrel has some.
He put them in his
Squirrel?
weapons.
Yeah, he got them in his
Right.
weapons.
In his weapon.
And I am definitely putting outrage on Bex's character sheet after today.
And Verdant is recovering.
And
Yeah, this-
Pyroclast might
There you
want to spar with Squirrel to teach him some things, like on how to fight with weapons a little bit.
And everyone else is learning to boost their evasion while Aquarelle is just going mental.
Yeah, I very specifically not put any accuracy or anything into Squirrel's weapons. Right now, they are just raw damage.
A lot of damage.
So they may be able to do damage, but he does not really know how to wield them properly.
Yeah.
Well, Aquarelle has his preferred weapon again, and hopefully that helps.
Well, things
Yeah.
are certainly getting exciting. Things are.
Mm-hmm. Elba.
Plus, oh,
No, go ahead.
go ahead. I was gonna say, plus Pyroclast is more Squirrel's size and uses similar weapon type.
Yeah. Elba can't help when it comes to weapon precision, but he has his own thing to teach Squirrel, so it's all good.
Yeah. I will get. Do you want me to help you, Ido, later with the weapon stuff?
Would be much appreciated, yeah. I'm still trying to figure that out.
Okay. Really quickly, Enja, what tier are these weapons now considered? 1, 2, or 3?
Your weapons?
No, Aquarelle, so that way I can figure out his weapons for him later.
He has 2 tier 3 medium swords.
That's what I need to know. Cool, thank you. Yep, they're masterwork, and that's a quality modifier, but there's also a tier modifier, and that'll tell me how much damage that those weapons should do. So I'll look it up later.
Alrighty then.
I can create my weapons on my own because they're integrated.
Alrighty. Well, thank you everybody for joining us so far on the stream today. That was Lost in Chaos Scar. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Patreon, and more. They're on the website as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is your support that keeps this channel alive and going. I cannot do this without your guys' help and your support, so thank you. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It's one of the best ways to support the channel, though you can also do so by sharing the stream around, as well as grabbing some merch over at zgfgaming.store, using our Humble Bundle partner link, or sending a treat through TradeStream. But for now, thank you so much for joining, and I bid you all the most fondest adieu.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Later, everyone.